Welcome to Cold DM copy creation. This is the exact process which you need in order to write and create enticing copy. What do you mean exactly by enticing copy? Basically, whenever you're using cold DMs to acquire clients, you're basically sending out messages to people who do not know you, who do not trust you, people who are busy and have their own shit going on in their lives. And if we want to acquire them as clients, the copy, which is basically the content of the message, has to be good. Because if it's not good, they're never going to reply to us. And if they never reply to us, then they never are going to become a client of us. So if you want more clients, you need good copy, which leads to more replies, which leads to more appointments, which lead to more and more clients, which obviously leads to more money in your bank account. So please, just follow this process. This is not a video meant for passive consumption or some shit. This is like the step-by-step guide. So please follow it. Take action. And by the time you're done watching this video, you're going to have an enticing piece of copy, which will allow you to book more appointments than you can handle. The only catch, the only instruction I have, do not copy this word to word. Do not copy all the messages. It will not work. I know every person says this and you never actually understand why they say it. Why will it not work if it's good? And I'll give you a simple example. It will illustrate the point very well, because if you do not understand why you should not copy, then eventually you're going to copy and it won't work out, and then you're going to be mad, and then you're going to start crying or some shit. The reason this won't work, if you just start copying and pasting all the examples and the messages which I gave over here, let's say there are 100 retards. I call anyone who does not have a brain and just simply copies and does everything exactly the same a fucking retard. Because it seems like God did not give them the brain or the cognitive or the mental ability to think and make decisions of their own. So clearly they're a freaking retard. So let's say 100 retards watch this video, this guide, this course, whatever you want to call it. And 100 of these retards choose the exact same niche which I included in the examples. I think the examples over here which I gave are for the dentist niche, and 100 retards, because they don't have a brain and they cannot think, they get into the exact same niche of being like a dentist, of helping dentists acquire more clients. Now, okay, cool. They have entered this exact same niche. What they're going to do is they're going to copy paste the exact same message and the exact same follow-up messages which I share in this video. They're not even going to change a word. And the cherry on top, these people are retards. Obviously, they don't have a brain to fucking think. What they're going to do is all the videos which I have in the, all the videos which I have in the lead generation module, over here in this unlimited lead generation system, they're going to copy paste the exact same things, not using their head, and they're going to scrape the exact same list of leads which all the other 99 retards are doing. And a random doctor a random dentist, who is in that list of leads, is going to get blasted by 100 people with the exact same message. And he's going to be like, bro, who the fuck are these people? It's probably a scam. Imagine you receive 100 messages, 100 DMs, 100 cold calls from 100 different people, and all of them are saying the exact same thing. You're probably going to think something is sketchy, right? So the only way this will not work for you is if you copy paste the exact shit like a fucking retard. So please don't do that, for the love of God. Anyways, coming to the main message, what is the main message which you're going to send out to people? And this is the most important thing, because if this is shit, you never receive a reply. And no matter how good your system, product, service, whatever it is, it does not matter how good it is if you cannot even get a reply on the initial message. So the first thing is, what exactly is the format of the message? What format should you choose based on the different available formats? For example, let's say I want to say hi. I can say hi by recording a video of me using my phone. I can be like, hey, what's up, everything, blah, blah, blah. I can say hi using voice note. I can be like, okay, bro, hi, bro, what's up? So I can either record a video. I can either send a voice note, or I can just simply text hi. And at the same time in the video as well, I can either send a personalized video. I can be like, hi Somil, hi John, hi Jack, whatever. Or I can just send an evergreen video, meaning a video which does not have personalization, and it's just hey brother, hi bro, how you doing, everything. And I can send it out to like hundreds of people. So obviously there are going to be different formats which I can use to say hi to. And the best one for me is obviously going to depend on a lot of factors. So once, like, I'm just going to briefly go over all the freaking factors so that you know what you should be doing. In terms of response rate, what actually gets the highest responses? The first thing is obviously like a personalized video, and it's basically you recording like a video for the person you're reaching out to, and this has like a very high reply rate. Like, there's a person on Instagram, just a second, Sahil Roy. Yep, this guy, I was on a call with him, and he has like a 70% reply rate because he manually like creates personalized Loom videos, audits and everything, means he sends it out to them. Obviously it works extremely well for him. The next thing you can do is use an evergreen video, which is basically you saying, hi, I have something of interest, blah blah blah. And the message which I'm going to give you, like the copy, it's exactly the same. You can say it in a voice note format, evergreen format, personalized video format, text format, and you can choose it. The next highest thing in terms of reply rates is going to be an evergreen video. The next thing is going to be a voice note, where you like basically press like record on your phone and you record a voice note for that person. This also obviously can be evergreen or it can be personalized, but if you're sending out voice notes, I'll say just make them personalized. Like, do it, because otherwise you have to send it like an MP3 file and it's like a very big hassle. If you're using like Instagram, WhatsApp, everything, just use the native inbuilt voice note feature. And last but not the least, like someone might be like, okay, text has the lowest response rate. That's personally what I use. So don't sleep on it. All of these things work. It's just you have to figure out what is best for you depending on various factors. So text is obviously text, like you type out HI, all of that. And someone is calling me, so I'm just gonna close it. Anyways, based on all these different factors, like there are quite a few factors which you have to keep in your head when deciding what is going to be the best source, like the best format which I can use for like crafting all the messages, everything, the copy. Like, what's the best way or the medium for me to get my point across? The first one is obviously platform. Like, for example, like it depends on a lot of things. For example, I think if you send a video on Instagram, they appear like blurred and the person, like it appears something like a hidden message, something like that. So it depends on the platform as well. If the platform does not allow you to send out videos to like cold audiences, people who have not messaged you previously, if you cannot send out like videos to them, then obviously it's gonna be impossible. So it depends on the platform as well. If so certain platform does not allow you to send out voice notes to people who have not messaged you, I think you cannot do that on Instagram, then obviously it's going to be a cause of concern and we cannot do that. At the same, like, two questions you have to ask: can I send videos to people who don't know me, who have not messaged me previously on this platform? And the videos which I send out to them, do they appear blurred or not? The second thing is the prospect type. Like, what type of a person is that? Like, obviously that also plays a role. For example, there was another guy, like, just to illustrate the point, it gets it across very well. This person, very successful, like D2C brand, into e-commerce, Amazon, FBA, everything. And when I got on a call with him, he was like, Saumil bro, I love this video communication thing. We sent out like a AI automated, like it was a personalized video with his background and everything, but it was sent out using AI. So it was an evergreen video which was personalized for him. So he was like, Saumil, I love these Loom type of videos because like he was into this thing himself. He had like, I think 15,000 videos on his Loom library. So obviously he prefers that. I absolutely love it when people send Loom videos because I use it myself. So just try to think, like, do people in this niche love video outreach or do they prefer reading text more? For example, like if my niche was writers on Twitter, obviously I'm going to prefer like text outreach compared to video outreach because they're like writers for a reason. And if I'm targeting like video creators, maybe video outreach works slightly better. That is a thing as well. And coming to the other aspect of this, do you have a connection with them or is it like totally cold? For example, if I send a connection request to someone on LinkedIn, the chances they see my video is actually much higher. And then it makes sense for me to record these personalized videos. But if I'm sending out like random cold DMs on Instagram, it does not make a lot of sense. So that also plays a role. The next thing is obviously time you have available. If you're sending out videos, even if you're sending like evergreen videos, then you have to wait for each message. Like it's gonna take around 1 minute to allow the video to be uploaded, even if it's like an evergreen one. And at the same time, if you're sending like personalized videos for everyone, then you have to like record them, then send it out to them, and obviously it takes much more time. So time is also like a big factor. The next thing is, are you using automations to send out the messages or not? I don't think so. You can like send out videos like files using automation. Even if you do use it, it goes like it just goes like a link type. Like people can click on the link and then they can play the video. But you cannot send out like a normal video using automation. At least hurry. That's not what I've seen like till now. So maybe in the future, if that's possible, I'll be the first person to use it and give you guys like an update. And video sending using automation is difficult. So if you're sending out like mass automated DMs, like I'll probably stick to the text format. The next thing is obviously like operational complexity. For example, like the thing I was speaking about earlier, mass automated personalized outreach is complex. If you want to like send out a lot of videos, and it's basically like automated, like the video which I was sending, it was like recorded once, but it was being sent out to a lot of people and it was being automated for all of them. It's actually a pretty complex process. You have to use like API, you have to use like create all these videos, and then you have to ensure they're sent out to the right people. It's pretty complex, man. And mass video outreach is less complex. Like it's much lesser complex. If you're sending out like videos on mass to all of these different people, you just have to like upload them and everything. It's slightly less complex, but it is more complex than like simple mass automated text outreach. So just figure out what type of operational complexity you want. It's totally a matter of choice. And last but not the least, once again, is intuition. What does your core, what does your gut say? For example, my core was always saying like go with text outreach, so I went with it. When it was saying go with automated personalized mass video outreach, I went with that. So it totally depends on that. And yeah, that's it. Like just figure out these factors and decide what do you want to send, like the format in which you want to send the message out on. The juicy stuff is obviously creating the message, and part A of the message is the offer, which is basically like what you have to offer. A quick tip for copywriting: it does not matter how good your copy is. If your offer is shit, you're always going to struggle. So if you have like a very good offer, and even if you're bad at copywriting, your offer can make up for it. And the first part is obviously the offer. So you need like a really good freaking offer. More on offer creation will be covered in later modules. Maybe I'll create another separate course for the same. Anyways, the structure for part A of the message is we ask a no-brainer question related to what the person wants. What is that? Like, let's say I'm in the middle of a desert and I'm extremely thirsty. The first thing is obviously the offer, what you have in store for me. And they're going to ask me a question like, does a glass of cold water be like, are you interested in that? Basically something like that. Would you be interested in having a glass of cold water? And obviously like that is something which I genuinely want, and it's a no-brainer question for me to say yes to. You basically want to get like a yes over here, and we have to pitch what they want. Like another simple thing, if you're selling like, let's say, SEO optimization, very boring thing. No one wants to buy SEO. Even if you're selling that, you never be like, yeah, do you want to get your profile SEO optimized? You promise more clients to the person, and this is not wrong because your SEO leads to them ranking higher on Google, and that leads to more leads, which leads to more like appointments, which leads to like more clients, which obviously leads to more money. So we're only gonna promise what the person wants. So you're gonna ask like a no-brainer question related to what they want. Like, would you be interested in getting more of X, Y, Z? And do not copy this. Like, not everyone wants more patients. This is for the doctor niche. So for example, we can be like, does getting 10 to 30 new patients in the next few weeks sound something of interest? Obviously, almost every doctor wants more patients. So we just simply write our offer over here, and it's a no-brainer question related to what they want. This is optional. You can also include a risk reversal. So I wrote 3 variants. You should create all 3 variants for your offer as well, and then just try it out. Send 100 messages using variant A, using variant B and variant C. See the reply rates and then figure out what would be the right thing for you. And one more thing, like, just click on file, click on make a copy. This document will be linked somewhere below, and just create a copy of this document if you want to edit it. And you should be doing that because we're creating your copy live, like right freaking now. So we have 3 variants. So either you can just include the no-brainer question, or you can optionally include a risk reversal as well, which basically is like the person has 0 risk by if he works with you. So obviously it makes it much more better. But once again, I realized like more is not always better. So just try it out, see what works the best for you. Like, try all 3 variants and use data and number to make a well-informed decision. Anyways, so like example of this type of message of a no-brainer question plus like risk reversal would be like, if we help you get 10 to 30 new patients on a pay on results basis, like we're promising the same thing. It's a no-brainer question, like 10 to 30 new patients, but we also reverse the risk by being like pay on results basis in the next few weeks. Would you be interested? Like, this is the important part, like the offer thing, like a no-brainer question. This is the most important thing. Like, just put your focus on this. Sorry, I just deleted it. Just put all of your focus on this. This risk reversal thing, it's cool, but if this is wrong, like nothing really matters. Like, for example, let's say there's a woman dress, like there's a whatever, what do women wear? Like, let's say there's a beautiful floral dress made for women. You can put all the discount, all the risk reversal, everything. If you're trying to give it to me, I really don't care. I won't buy it for like a penny because I'm not like a woman. So you just have to offer what people want, because if people don't want what you offer, then no matter how good you are at persuasion, say how good you are, they're simply not going to reply. So you can try it out. The second would be something with the risk reversal. And the third thing, you can also include a optional projection of abundance, meaning you just show that you're actually good and you're not like struggling with clients, and it's totally cool if they don't work with you. So it just projects like abundance. So this would look something like, let me know if us helping you get 10 to 30 new patients, which is the no-brainer question which they want, and in the next few weeks on a pay on results basis. So we added a risk reversal as well. And last is abundance projection. Sounds something of interest. So this is exactly like variant B, but we also wrote, or we never bother you again, which is basically being like, yeah bro, if this is something you're not interested in, just let me know so that we never bother you again, which is just like a projection of abundance. This is the most important thing. Once again, just stressing it, drilling the point in your head, just having a good freaking offer. Obviously, a risk reversal and a projection of abundance might help, but this is the most important thing. So just type the part A of your message like right now, create 3 variants of the same and just write it now, like right freaking now. No brainer question related to the offer. And the next thing, you can also include like a risk reversal, which is optional. And third thing, you can include like a risk reversal and an abundance of projection of abundance as well. Like these 2 things, risk reversal and abundance projection, it's optional. It might help. So just try it out and figure it out. So just type it like right freaking now. Let's say I'm targeting service providers. Let's say I'm in my own freaking niche. I can be like, let me just do it live so you get a point of it. What's a no-brainer thing which people want? So, would you be interested in the idea of us helping you sign 3 to 10 new clients, the 3 to 10 new high ticket clients on a pay on results basis, or do we never bother you again? So I included all three of these things. So I could have just been like, would you be interested in the idea of us helping you sign 3 to 9 new high ticket clients on a pay on results basis, or do we never bother you again? So part A of the message is done. So just write it, like right freaking now. Anyways, this is as simple. It takes like 1 freaking minute to do it. I did it live in front of you, and I'm gonna use it in a campaign, and I'm gonna show you the results which you get using the exact same message. And the part B of the message is a simple call to action. It should be very freaking simple. Like, humans are dumb. That's why like there are so many retards who don't want to use their brain. So we just have to eliminate thinking. We don't want the person to think. It should be like very freaking simple and just one call to action. You should like ask the person to do just one thing. Like, don't be that, like, you see those retards on YouTube who are like, comment, share and subscribe. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to like, or am I supposed to comment or share or subscribe? Like, my brain is confused. And that's human psychology. Like, we need to just tell the person to do like one freaking thing. For example, in my sales funnel, like, you can do just one thing. Either click on the buy button or do nothing else. Like, watch the video or click on the buy button, look at the social proof, or you can exit the website. Like, there's no button to my Instagram profile, like no freaking distractions, just one call to action. And the best call to actions is just drop a yes or like a thumbs up. That's literally it. Like, the best call to actions I've ever seen is either ask the person to drop a thumbs up or drop a yes. Like, we want to give them exact words with which they should reply, because they don't want to think. Like, why should we ask them to think? And the more we reduce the friction, the easier it is for them to like just get on a call with us by replying, because they don't have to use their brain and they just have to drop a thumbs up emoji. Like, what is easier, dropping a thumbs up emoji or thinking and figuring out a perfect, articulate, adequate response to what I asked them? Obviously. So the call to action is pretty simple. It should be pretty simple. And just a quick example, 2 examples. Just drop a yes below and I'll send a 2-minute video explaining how everything works. Just reply with a thumbs up if this sounds something you'd be interested in. So I can be like, would you be interested in the idea of us helping you sign 3 to 10 new high ticket clients on a pay on results basis, or do we never bother you again? Or do we never bother you again? And the call to action could be like, just drop a, I'm gonna be like, just drop a, where's the thumbs up? Thumbs up below. And I'll send a 2-minute video explaining how we can help you. Yep. Pretty simple. Not that freaking complicated. And the final message is part C. So just copy part A and B to finalize your outreach message. So just copy this. Boom. And copy this. And you're pretty much good to go. That's all you had to freaking do, my love. And another thing you can do, like, this is good enough, but if you want to be even better, you can like break it down into 3 sentences, because then obviously you can just break it down into 3 sentences, because then the readability is better. People think like you're sending out very small messages, so it's like human psychology. And I can just be like 3 to 10 new high ticket clients, and I can remove the pay on results basis thing. Or do we never bother you again? Yeah, I think even that would work. So I'm just gonna go ahead with that. And yeah, I think that is good enough. So you want your message to be extremely short. They should just read it, have curiosity, like never kill curiosity. That's the biggest driving force. And yeah, just that's all you had to do. And we are also gonna be crafting the follow-up message. We only follow up once with people if they do not respond to our initial outreach message, because if they've not even replied once to, like, if they've not replied to our main message and a follow-up, then they're probably not interested, and we don't want to be like reported or blocked or like spammed. So we're just gonna craft like one follow-up message. And another thing is, like, obviously you can only send out follow-ups if it's accepted, like if it's allowed. For example, what a lot of people do is they have like all the messages from people who are like strangers, they go into the request tab, and you can only send one message to one person if they have not replied to you. So obviously if you cannot send out the follow-up, then it's totally cool. But some people allow follow-up like multiple messages. So if that's the case, you can add like one follow-up message as well. And if you're sending it on maybe like WhatsApp, SMS, you can send out multiple follow-up messages, but we're gonna only be sending out one freaking message. And the rules are pretty simple. It should be casual. It should not be like a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Hello, Mr. Jim. It's a pleasure to connect with you. Unfortunately, I did not hear back from you. Blah, blah, blah. We're speaking to a human, and humans don't speak like that. And we don't want to get their like guards up like another salesperson. You want to speak to them like we're speaking to a human being. It should be casual. It should not be non-needy. Like the shittiest thing, like there are retards who reach out to me and they're like, Somil bro, I made this free thumbnail for you and you did not use it. I did not like it, brother. And he's like, oh my god, are you telling me my thumbnail is wasted? Oh my god, blah, blah, blah. Don't be cringe. Like, don't be needy. Like, you're totally cool. Even if they don't respond to you, just don't be like freaking cringe. Don't be needy. And one line marks, no one wants to read your entire paragraph. The structure of the message is like one simple call to action. Just one simple call to action. So examples are like just thoughts, question mark, updates, question mark. Cool if I send more info. Did you get time to check out the video, in case you're sending out like the main message in the video format. And this text format, if you just record this thing on like your phone, that's your video outreach message. If you like record it evergreen, that's a video outreach message. If you record it every time for a new person, that's a video outreach message. If you record a voice note, like you just read these words on your voice note, that's your outreach message. So the outreach message does not matter, like the format does not matter, sorry. You can just read it, like record yourself saying this out, or like just copy paste this text and send it out to people. And yeah, so just a simple call to action. I know you're busy, just bumping this up. So that's a pretty good one as well. So just write out a follow-up message. What could be my follow-up message? I could be like, hate bothering. I hate bothering people. So let me know if I reach out. Or no, not this. This is good for WhatsApp. I can be like, I know we're all busy, so just bumping this up your DMs. Thoughts on the previous message. So yeah, pretty simple. And that's how I created copy live in front of you. And this is gonna like convert like crazy. Someone might be like, Somil, like why are you not using like personalization? If you're like manually sending out these messages, you can like manually write the first name of the person over here. But in case you're not sending these messages out manually and you're using like automation, like I'm gonna be sending this out using automation. And if you're kind of curious like how to do that, I created like an entire course for free. You can just check it out. So in the learning section, you can go to this automated Instagram outreach system, and I'm going to be using this. So I'm not including that because one rule is that bad personalization is actually worse than no personalization. So instead of having like the username as the personalization thingy, just like don't include any personalization at all. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, take care people. If you have any questions, once again, Automated Profits Alchemy Academy awaits you. you can just drop a question in the question and answer section. Yeah, that's it, man. Take care.